Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. I'm Sumbul Jamshed, your English teacher. And today we'll be starting off with the novel that is called as The Alchemist, written by Paulo Coelho. And before we start off with the novel, I would like to discuss that how we have to go about with that. I would like to discuss a few things regarding the novel, the introduction, about the author, and what are the important messages of the novel. The objectives of the lesson are: by the end of the lesson, you'll be able to discuss the theme of the novel, read the text with understanding, state the message of the novel, summarize the text in your own words. That is today's task, that you will be writing the summary of chapter number 1 and 2 in your own words. Now, if we talk about the introduction of the play, basically, this novel is about a shepherd boy named as Santiago. He is able to find a treasure beyond his dreams. He learns to listen to his heart and also realizes that his dreams or his personal legend are not just his, but part of the soul of the universe. Now, I would like to elaborate here that what is personal legend and how we have to go about with our dreams, how we are going to live our dreams. Personal legend is basically a spiritual calling that awakens a deep desire and passion to live with a sense of purpose or for something greater than yourself. So some people may call it maybe a vision or maybe a mission, and it helps you to leave sometimes a great legacy behind them. And also, a very strong message of the novel is that sometimes hearts can be treacherous, but the best way to keep them from fooling you is to listen to them intently. Okay, now moving on to the writer. It's written by Paulo Coelho, the Brazilian writer, and the purpose of writing this book is to inspire you to fulfill your goals and to never give up. Whatever the circumstances in life are, you're not supposed to give up. And this novel also fills the readers with the positivity and explores the meaning of the living, of the dreams, and also constant learning. Now, moving on to the theme of the novel. The theme of the novel is about the journey of this shepherd boy and his struggle, and how he used to have the same dream for several nights, and according to a fortune teller, his dream is interpreted as a prophecy that he will discover a treasure at the pyramids of Egypt. So he embarks on a journey to Africa. And later on, just as the name of the novel indicates, that the alchemy is that how we convert metals into gold, and how his personality was transformed from an ordinary boy to something else, which we will read and see in the novel ahead. And then talking about the different messages of the novel, the most important message of the novel is a very stronger one. It tells us to follow and live our own dreams, and as I said earlier, to pursue our personal legends. And again, as I said earlier, that what is a personal legend? It is a life spiritual purpose. It is actually a spiritual calling that awakens a deep desire and passion to live with a sense of purpose, or maybe a sense of motive for something greater than your own self. And it also helps you to leave a legacy behind. And another very important message of the novel is that hearts can be treacherous. And as I said earlier, you have to see that how you have to keep your hearts away from fooling you. And at a certain point in our lives, we lose control of what's happening to us, and our lives become controlled by the fate. Just like we see in the novel, towards the ending of the novel, when you move towards the later chapters, you will see that how the the life of Santiago was transformed into a different personality after having struggled for so many days, and after having experienced all the things he was into. No, so I hope that now you're quite familiar with the storyline of the novel now, and you're quite familiar with the theme of the novel and what are the important messages conveyed in the novel. So you'll be able to read chapter number 1 and 2 on your own, and then after having done that, you will be writing the summary of chapter number 1 and 2, and then after having done that, in the next lesson, I'll be giving you some questions related to the text that you have already read in this lesson. So now you start off with the reading of chapter number 1 and 2 individually along with your novels.